Our attention to this week's honoree. As part of our month-long Fit Kids February initiative, we are spotlighting New Yorkers who are helping kids stay active and healthy. This week's award winner is making sure that after-school sports and art programs are available to students all over the city. Take a look.
This is New Yorker of the Week.
Here, volleyball serves as more than just another after-school exercise. The game is setting these students up to discover new grounds.
I had a fun time today because I got to experience a new sport that I really enjoy.
As a lifelong educator, Jim ONeill saw how these experiences were rare for many students.
In recent years, with the focus on high-stakes testing in the schools, unfortunately, New York City today still has very limited physical education opportunities.
So Jim is trying to bridge the gap. In 1992, the Queens native co-founded the Sports and Arts in Schools Foundation. The nonprofit is one of the largest providers of after-school programs in the city.
I really believe that New York City should have the same quality of sports and arts programs as the best private schools. We have a golden opportunity to get kids who typically are not doing any type of physical activity, to get them involved with fun activities that are so important for their health and the future of their lives.
The free programs are provided year-round during those crucial hours before and after school, helping students stay off the streets and their couches.
Some kids in our class are not used to it, so we're learning how to be active and stay fun.
They learn about nutrition, they learn about themselves, and it's more than just a babysitting service, you know? We're really giving them enrichment.
Sweet potatoes.
So far, Sports and Arts has enriched the lives of more than 27,000 students across the 5 boroughs.
Not giving up. Resiliency is a big factor, always coming back. There's another day. You may have lost your volleyball match today here, but you learn to deal with setbacks and learn about how things can improve, and there's another opportunity to experience success.
And so, for bumping up the health and skills of city kids, Jim ONeill is our New Yorker of the Week. Roma Torrey, New York 1.
And joining us now in studio is our New Yorker of the Week, Jim ONeill. So great to have you with us.
Nice
such
to be
a
here,
great organization, all the great work that you do. This was you started in 1992.
1992, yeah.
You saw that there was a lack of these programs in our city schools all across the city. What's been going on? No funding, no priority placed on these programs?
We are in a golden era for after-school programs in New York City. Sports and Arts is the largest provider. We've had a huge expansion this year. The mayor is a huge fan of these programs, and we've almost doubled the size of our middle school programs. And also the New York City Council is really getting behind all of these efforts. So there's a lot of resources going in. There's a lot of awareness. There's a big obesity problem in our city here, and we really have to be serious about this.
And these programs, the activities you provide, really run the gamut, sports and arts, everything from mural painting to sports like, volleyball and football and karate. You really try to provide a little bit of everything for all the kids, and there's a reason to
Yeah, I think what's unique about sports and arts is there's such a variety of choices. And we know from all of the research about getting kids involved with sports and fitness activities that kids have to try a lot of different things. And a lot of non-traditional sports. We offer over 20 different sports activities. Yeah. We have a 3-season model. This was a great week this week here in February. We had our great basketball tournament. We had the largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in New York City. And it ended yesterday at Riverbank, although we have one more day for girls. The little video there, you'll see that all of the participants in that video were girls. We have something called Girls Gym, only for girls. And young girls in New York City really need to get in shape and healthy. And having a program, especially for girls, really helps a great deal.
Well, talk about the athletic part of it, the health part of it. These kids really do need to move around. They need physical activity, and it's a lot of things that they're not getting at home, perhaps?
Yeah, I think we're in an era today where kids are just not active.
Video games, TV.
Video games, computers, the internet are huge challenges for people to keep kids safe. We know that kids have to have 45, 60 minutes of exercise every day. And the kids are out of school, the after-school period, vacation weeks like President's Week. We run great summer programs. We've got to get kids out there working every day, enjoying it, having fun, and getting healthy.
You've seen the rewards not just in the physical activity and their health, but also in the classroom. So Talk to us about what you see in terms of academics. It really helps them in the classroom.
Yeah, well, the chancellor has talked a lot about this, the relationship between being fit and also a better student during the day. If you're not healthy, if you're not fit, your concentration skills really are not there. You really have to have the energy, which sports really provides here. And we know that kids who are active in sports are better students.
A lot of the schools and districts that you serve are schools that are struggling academically, but also a lot of these kids do come from needy families, families that deal with poverty. Describe a little bit of what you see in terms of these kids every day.
Well, we're working with an organization called the Alliance for a Healthier Generation. We really want this generation of kids to be the healthiest. It's supported by the Clinton Foundation, and our mission here is really to focus our energy on underserved kids. And unfortunately, there is an opportunity gap between more affluent kids who are more typically involved with sports. They can afford more sports activities. They're more involved with after-school programs. So we're closing that gap.
You've seen improvements in school attendance and self-esteem in the way they do academically?
Yeah, there's a great deal of research that shows that after-school programs raise school attendance. Kids sometimes go to school because of the after-school programs. Sometimes school begins at 3 o'clock for a lot of kids, but of course you have to be in school during the day. The children that participated this week in our middle school tournament are all students and have to be in school working well. We know graduation rates go up. We have some studies that have been done by Policy Studies Institute that grades go up, promotion rates go up. So there's a wonderful academic outcome with sports. Combining sports and strong academic programs helps struggling schools.
And if they do well in a sport, they could possibly get a scholarship to college. You see a lot of that now?
Well, there are very few scholarships around, but I think that what happens with sports and arts, if you're a middle school student and you're learning volleyball, when you get to high school, you can be on the volleyball team. You have a lot of friends, a lot of mentors, and you'll get a lot more serious about school. You'll graduate and you go on to college. There are some, we've had athletes in our programs that have gone on and gotten scholarships to college.
What has this been like for you personally to see the difference you're making, the changes in these families and children in all these schools?
It has been very rewarding. It's been my life's mission, and we're in such a golden age here. I mean, there's been a movement here for many years that started in the 1990s. You've been highlighting a lot of these terrific organizations this month on New York One. The movement is really taken off. New York City is the leader in the United States to address these issues, to close the gap. We're going to have the healthiest kids in the city.
Jim ONeill, what a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time, and keep up the great work.
Thanks
so much. It's a pleasure. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
For more information about the Sports and Arts Foundation, visit SASFNY.org. And if you know someone who'd make a great New Yorker of the Week, you can write to us, New Yorker of the Week, 75 9th Avenue, the 6th floor, New York, New York, 10011. You can also